that we are A1 and ready for nominations day. So we'll be keeping you abreast of what we're doing. Thank you again for coming out. I love each and every one of you, and I hope to meet each and every one of you and get to know your name. And without further ado, I will hand you back over to our, is it Malika? Yeah. Where is she? Hey, hey. I'll hand you back over to Malika. Now, many of you may know Malika. Malika is a seasoned politician. She used to be an woman and so on and so forth. And she was a little, what's the good word? Disillusioned with the political scenario in Guyana. And so we launched Forward Guyana Movement. She reached out and said, hey, I would love to be a part of this. And so these are the kind of women that we are about building capacity and about building a future cadre of leaders that don't see color and race, but see Guyana and want the best for Guyanese. So Malika, over to you, my dear.
Thank you very much, Amanda. All right, so we have the two. We're gonna go with this quickly, as you heard. We have to get back to the city, and I've been told to go with the tall one first. Who's the tall one? Between the two men, who's the tall one? Then I'll go. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Durham Best.
Where's the DJ? There's a normal song I would like to hear today. Like 2 seconds of it. You know what? Get up, stand up. Stand up for your right. Get up, stand up.
Don't give up the fight.
Don't give up the fight. All right. I got goosebumps everywhere. It's kind of hard to go after that. You know that, right? So let's have an agreement today, publicly, that she never gets to speak first. Because how do you come after her? You have to start rewriting your script or whatever you want to say in your head. You probably know, or many of you don't know, that I am from the same.
Oh, really?
Yes.
I didn't know that.
And you would think that I planned this. But apparently I know more people in Belgium than I do. Because I saw a flyer in my phone saying, we're going to a meet and greet in Belladrum. I said, you know that's where I'm from? She said, I didn't know that. I said, yeah. And if you notice, they even spelled my name wrong. That's to tell you, I didn't even know. So, having said that, people, I'm very happy to be here. I learned to swim in that same little trench over there, you see. Yes. And I'm hearing that people are telling the villagers not to come out. We're not here to persuade anyone. We're here to educate. Because I was riding to Belladrum today. And the entire time I'm driving, I'm looking at flags on the pole. There's a blue and something, blue and white and red, whatever that color is. What one guy needs to realize today and to understand. Every time you see those flags, think of the word corruption. Every time you ride around and see a red flag, think of the word corruption. Because that is the meaning of those flags. It doesn't mean vote. It means corruption. And whatever I came to say that they changed it. Because what I realized while driving here is Barrett Jack Dio and the PPP has used that word and gave it life. There's no longer a word corruption. It's like a living thing. It moves, it breathes, it signs checks. Corruption used to be backdoor deals. It's no longer that. It's a real living thing. So when you see the red flag, when you see all these flags, pick carefully, people, because we might not have the money to put so many flags because we're in a part of corruption. Mike. This mic, you know what I mean? I thought I was the one with the red shoes. Am I good to go? Good. Again, people, I want you to understand. I am not standing here today as a politician. I'm standing here as a human being from Belgium that's in politics. I don't know anything about politics. What I know is what's right and wrong. What I know is I left Belladrum the way it looks today 25 years ago. So I asked myself while coming here, does the wealth of Guyana has an address? Like you have to live in a certain area code or zip code or village to benefit from Guyana's oil wealth. Because when you look around, ask Irfan Ali when they come through here, or whoever, what have you given to Belgium? Is there a housing community here? I don't know. You guys tell me. Is there a call center? So the only thing we good for is 2 streets and a couple drains? What happened on the west side is housing community. My good friend Francis is here. We don't call them housing community. We call them in-water community. Because that's what they've been building. Now, going back to the word corruption that I was speaking on when I was rudely interrupted by my favorite DJ. What this government would have done, people, which is why I'm standing here today in politics, is give the word corruption life. Let me tell you how much they give this word corruption life. It is so bad. I hope this thing is streaming live. That today, we now have an opportunity in our next, come September 1st, to elect corruption. Listen to what I just said. The ballot paper has corruption on it as a presidential candidate. That's how bad corruption is in Guyana today. That might be a little bit over our head because of how I said it, but you think about it. You think about it. This word corruption has gained so much life that it's on our shelves.
You can't say it in Parliament.
This ain't Parliament. Okay? This word corruption creates life that is so attached to the pit of the PPP that they now are allowing it to become one of the presidential candidates on the ticket. Mm-hmm. You hear me? When you see the ballot paper, you'll understand what I just said. Because when you look at the flags today, ask yourself where the money came from. That's why we might not have the money, like we said, to give out as much shirts, thousands of them, and flags. But it's because we are here to end corruption, not to participate in corruption. This movement was birthed from people that suffered from corruption.
There you go.
All of you here today are here today because you are also suffering from corruption. So we're not going to use September 1st to re-elect corruption or to elect new corruption.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
We're not going to use our vote September 1st to do what? To re-elect corruption or to elect new corruption. Guyanese, I ask of you, I beg of you, I'm not going to tell you where to cast your vote, but I'm going to tell you this. Think carefully. We have spent $25 billion US. And look around. Those police officers they send, they don't know we're going to change their lives to. Because none of them can make it through the month with their salaries. They'll only be transferred for 2 months. Because the people are listening and they're paying attention. The ones that are not here today because they're scared, I'm sure there's all these phones are streaming.
Yeah.
Those police officers, lives are going to change. The nurses that are being leaving Guyana to go to England to work for a better salary, they're going to start coming home. The nurses that are leaving Guyana today are going to start coming home. The people that are in Brooklyn hiding from Trump are going to come home. Because we're going to have Americans now asking us, hey, can I stay by you? Because we're going to build a new Guyana. We're going to put the wealth where it belongs, to the people. Again, it's hard to go after Amanda, right? But I'm here to tell you people, there's so much wealth in this country that we don't have to live like this anymore. There is so much power in our vote. They call some scrape, they call some hungry belly. But you know what's funny? All them scrapes and hungry belly, they're taking pictures with now. You ever notice? Every Thursday. There's a bald guy. He come on a press conference every Thursday.
I want to stop you again. Repeat for me first.
Which part?
It's hard to go for the scrape and hungry belly and dog and
They call the scrapes an hungry belly. But now that we're 51 days before, or 50 days before an election, every Thursday this guy is like, he's like something about these scrapes. He want to take pictures with them. You ever notice? She called it hypocrite. Every Thursday, they're friend. They want to help every scrape now. All the communities that the roads were bad that they knew for 5 years, for some reason today they want to fix it. I hope we are wise enough today. When Jack Yo used to do this and get away with these stories, we didn't have internet. In Belladrum used to wait for one newspaper to come and tell we were going on. Now we have technology, we can see it live. So why are we being fooled? Why? You're telling me that we're going to put on a red shirt and vote, continue to vote corruption? It is time we end corruption. So if we didn't benefit, let our children and grandchildren do from the new Guyana that we're going to build. Belladrum, I am hurt standing here. Not just because I'm from Belladrum. Again, me here as a politician, I know what they did to me as a person. And that is why I'm standing here. And I don't want that to happen to anyone else. And I understand how much power we have in our vote. You know one thing, Jack, you can do a bit finale, is vote for us. He can convince us and lie to us and tell us all the stories, make the city red. Red means corruption, remember that. Every time you see a red flag, think of corruption. Every time you see a red flag, think of corruption. But if you look close to the red flag, you'll see the other corruption. I don't remember the color, I saw it. Because there's some reason, there's a lot of corruption money in them polls today. Be careful where you cast your vote. Okay? The next thing I want to address is we are open to work with all political parties to bring an end to this. That has the people's interest at heart.
That's important. That has the people's interest at heart.
We are standing here today, just the three of us, because of the principle, the fundamental principles that we stand by. And we would not sell that for nothing. So that is why we're standing here. So if you don't see anyone else standing here with us, they're not with us. Because we're not going to align ourselves with anyone who cannot clearly outline their plans to be a part of ending corruption. So if you don't see them here today, because maybe they didn't say that yet. I don't know why our presidential candidate is laughing over this. She must have heard something I didn't say. So I'm saying to you people in Belladrum today, do not be afraid to come out and do it. Get up, stand up. Stand up for your right. Get up, stand up. Don't give up the fight. They kicked me down a whole bunch of times. They locked me up, they jailed me, they did it all. But I'm standing here showing something that a lot of guys are afraid to do. Courage. And if you lost it, just think about this. Because anybody you can think about that has been discriminated, that's been dragged through the mud, that's been called a criminal, they locked me up, which everybody's seen on the news, saying I tried to extort someone $150,000. But in the same sentence, they say he paid over $1 billion a year in tax. Does that make sense? He and 4 people, which means if you divide the 4, it's 37,000. I tried to extort a man, a whole $160 million. That is the level of corruption in this country. Adriana Young, I'm sure the whole world knows the name. The father and mother had to bury that child. There's still no justice because of what? Corruption. The people in Belladrum don't have a housing community, don't have any development because of what? Corruption. None of the contracts that have been given in this village, I'm sure the youngsters don't even know. Every government contract that is given today started in 2001. 20% of that contract belongs to small contractors. Anyone you can tell me you got that? No. Because of what? Corruption. So how are you going to re-elect corruption? Then the next best option you have is what? More corruption. So it's on us to decide, Guyana. What do we do with our vote? Where do we go next? So I'm sure Nigel is probably sitting there saying, when is this guy give me the mic? But I'm so happy to be here. I don't know why Amanda chose Belladrum again, but I'm happy she did. But I can't wait for this campaign season to start, because guess what I'm going to tell you? All the details of the corruption. Because one of the things God would have blessed me with is to sit in the rooms, a lot of them. But you know what they can't tell me? I was a part of none of it. Because I paid my taxes. Over $1 billion a year. You understand? And I told them the other day, if they want to figure out what crime I solved, invite the same FBI that they've been talking about to investigate all of us. And then let the people see who are the. You understand? I am not afraid. Let us investigate them all. Let's track the money. Starting with sheriff and the whole kind of needs to start enjoying Guyana's wealth. There's 800,000 people here. You're telling me we all can't live happy? It's because of bad management. Let's elect that beautiful lady over there. Tell me one thing that can say about her. None. She might have been a part of the last opposition. She wasn't a part of no corruption. She was one of the loudest mouths in the last opposition. But she wasn't a part of no corruption. When you look on the corruption table today, let me tell you how y'all see. You get a mic just now, right? When you look on the corruption table today, and why I joined with her willingly, happily, I have to sleep at night. Me care who vex is their face. Here why. People were sitting on the aisle with her with green. Just last night I saw some lady, whatever her name is. You're telling me that you and all of you on that side are just willing to cross aisle, endorse corruption, be a part of corruption? How you sitting? Me and the guy had a big argument by you, man. Listen, man, you lose a heavyweight, you should have went after her. I said I didn't lose nothing. Because at the end of the day, when you follow someone's path, it is clear to see what their agenda is. I tell you, when this guy being really kick off, all of it makes sense. Because my sister over there gonna give me the permission to just run my mouth. Right, Francis? Where did she cross the aisle and go? You look yourself. Where did James Bond go? Who walked this whole village and tell y'all, don't vote PPP? Now he's proudly wearing a red shirt. I wonder why. Corruption. Because he didn't put the people first. He pretended he did. And the rest of them. So I'm telling you people, don't be fooled by this last minute couple contracts. Do not be fooled by these last minute fixing your road and trench. This is what these politicians have been doing for the last how many decades we can remember. Just recycling. Now today, everything that's in our manifesto, they promise it. We said we're going to fix car taxes, they're going to fix it too. We said we're going to fix the housing 2 weeks ago. Oh, we'll make it right in the next government. If you didn't make it right the last 20, 30, 40 years, how did, can you say ass life? You're going to fix it now. You understand what I'm saying? How are you going to fix it now? You're promising to fix it now because you realize you now have people that's prepared to do it. All of a sudden, all of you know how to get it right. That's why I said debate us. Because the first question we're going to ask them, if you knew what is right, why haven't you done it?
There you go.
So it's not even a debate anymore. They'll just come there. We don't even have to respond. Ask them the next question. When they're done, so you know the answer. Why you didn't do it? It's simple. That is why they would never debate us. They would never debate us because if you knew the answer all along, why haven't you done it? Why now that our manifesto is a people manifesto where we invite all of you? Tell me what y'all think about this. If we think it's wrong, we're going to fix it. Now they're saying they're going to do all of it. Why? So Guyanese, Belladrum, tell your friends, tell your family. There's some new kids on the block with some new idea that stand for you. Thank you. After that, right?
Yeah, I'll see how long this man say yanning over this mic, but that's what happens when Darwin Best comes. You get a wealth of information. All right, the next young man is coming to talk to you, and I'm not going to use his first name today. I'm going to use the name I like. Nyambi. Nigel Nyambi Lord.
I am ready to move forward. I am ready to take my place.
Thank you so much for
that. My country with purpose.
I am ready.
Let's move forward, Guyana. Side by side, me and you. The future starts today. I'm ready to break through.
I like that.
Are you ready? Yes.
Are you ready?
Are you ready to change this land hand in hand? From the coast to the hinterland. People say we're done with the wait. We're stepping up today. No more silence, no more fear. We're voting for a vision that's crystal clear.
Party start.
I am ready to move forward.
Yeah. Party start. We ready to move forward.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. And of course, my sister Manza, Brother Darwin, man, they would have spoken, as he said. What can I say? I'm honored to be here among you all this afternoon. To know that we are strong enough to stand publicly. Whether there are 10 of us, 50,000, it takes a lot of courage now to stand in Guyana. And that is not a complimentary thing, it's a bad thing. Guyanese must be free to stand wherever they want to stand and for whomever they want to stand.
There you go.
That culture has to change because it's bad for our politics. And what we discovered is this nation becomes so divided that we've lost that ability to love one another truly and genuinely. We should not be in a place now whereby we have to look over our shoulders to wonder if the person behind me will stab in my back. When we used to sit together at a table to eat as friends. That's how bad our culture has gotten. And we are here to change that culture. I want to briefly speak to you about the culture of politics in this country that Forward Guyana movement is here to change. We can't have a different experience if we have the same strategies being used to win people over.
All right.
We are not here to offer you money. We're not here to offer you any promises that we cannot fulfill. We're not here to lie to you. We're here to give you the honest facts regarding our situation in this country. And as we look around, I look around Belladrum, and Darwin was talking about corruption. It's hard to see it. If you look across here to your right, look down, you'll see corruption right here. Because I can't see you can build a 7 feet wide road and call this a road for a community. As easy as this looks, because I'm into construction, they could have a contract. Let's say this road costs $200 million or $50 million, and the contractor may have only spent 15, because how many people they have to pay to get the contract. And some are so brave that in this community they give contracts to build roads, and not one of these young men will have the contract to build it. That's what corruption looks like. And that's what we have to change in our society. But Darwin hinted at something today that really has most of you may know me from it. And that is the reality of what faces our children. And before we go, I'm happy that the sun is going down, Malika, so that those of you who are scared, they won't see you in the dark. Hope it's not moonlight night tonight. So come out in the dark and talk to us. But when I remember politics years ago, it used to be about who has a better manifesto and who can promise you more things, who can promise you more. But today I'm here to stand in Belladrum to announce to all you watching us that politics has changed for the worse in this country, where we have to wonder that if our little girl child or son goes out from the house and they go missing, whether the police, the senior ranks, will tell these junior ranks to stand guard in front of some business to protect somebody who has our child or on the premises. And our politics have changed whereby we have a president for the first time who became a medical practitioner, where he read what he called an autopsy report about Adriana Young. And he said that 3 stooges told him, because they can't have sense, that she was in the pool for 20 hours. That is where the passion that you see in me comes from. Because if it takes going into the House of Assembly to get to jail, who's have to go to jail, I'll do whatever it takes to get there. Because they have to give account for this girl. It's not about road and car for me. It's about our children and about what happened to Adrian and police officers being forced to do what they do or else. And I'm here to tell all y'all who watch me. Barrett, Irfan has no power, so I ain't talking to you. You can hardly read, so I ain't talking to you. But the one who pulls the strings, you have 50 days, just about, to enjoy yourself. And pray to every God you know to put you back by all means necessary. I'm here to announce to Belladrum that there's a new coalition. We have Forward Guyana Movement, which is a healthy coalition. You have APNU, which is a coalition of sorts. But there's a new coalition. And it's called PPP, GCOMs, PPP, Commissioners, and Claudette. Y'all don't care what I do. I like jail bad. Jail make a cat and dog, make to me. But based on her decision making and what you saw even today, there's a new coalition in Guyana. Y'all look frightened as I said it. They can't hear what I said. Because if we can change this country, we have to be brave to tell the truth. Yeah. At all costs, you must tell the truth. Don't be afraid to tell it. Because if you tell me that, come for me, please. And let me tell you, only pretty lady can stand beside me. If you help me, don't come close. So all of you are qualified to stand. I don't take pictures with ugly people. I don't take photographs with ugly people. Let me be ugly alone. But listen, if Malika and I stand here and take up a photograph, and then we go away, how Jake I'm telling you that you second time because you took a picture and send them a text that you've been there and you're number 2. That's how cruel these people have become to new parties that they know can shake the nation. But in a few days' time, Guyana shall rise to the place whereby we govern our destiny and the people rule the country. Because we were having the people rule the nation. I have 2 brothers with me. I can't have them go back so far without standing here beside me. Shazan and Joshua. Let these 2 brothers come. They travel too far. 2 warlords. When I go quarantine, I don't frighten a soul. That's bad, but let me say it all I want to say. I'm not afraid of anyone. Right here, fine, but that's it I want to say. I ain't frightened nobody. Because my 2 brothers right here, a farmer and a businessman, have seen that Guyana has to be different. And she will be different if we all united for the purpose of making Guyana better. Yes. More so making Guyana different. Yeah. I am so impressed that a rice farmer and cattle rancher and a businessman from quarantine said, we have to join the fight. Because what's happening isn't right. And we have to join this fight to make Guyana different. So together, we shall make this happen. And together we shall fight for the people of this country. And together we shall show the nation that we intend to protect our children. I brought these 2 fathers here and grandfathers with me because when Adriana's situation occurred, and we sat and talked, you heard the pain in their voices. It hurt badly. But I saw my brother and my brother Shazan say, how in the world could adults look at a little 11-year-old girl, do whatever was done to her, and then lie from the political offices to protect criminals? We have to change this. And today the fight begins to change it. Today the fight begins to change it. Together we shall change this nation. Blessings upon you, and let's stand strong, Guyana.
All right, thank you very much, Mr. Nigel London. And of course, ladies and gentlemen, thank you. The meet and greet continues. You can walk around, talk with Amanda Walton Desert, Darwin Best, and Mr. Nigel London. But on behalf of the team, I want to thank you for coming out.
I am ready to move forward. I am ready to take my place. I am ready to to lift my country with purpose, pride, and grace. Let's move forward, Guyana. Side by side, me and you. The future starts today. We're ready to break through. Are you ready to move forward? Are you ready to change this land? From the coast to the hinterland, hear the people say, we're done with the way. We're setting up today.
Then you carry. You carry.
Yeah, but I look at the lady. Yeah, this lady got something.
Are you ready to rise? Are you ready to lead? Are you ready to build a Guyana where every child succeeds? I am ready to move forward. I am ready to take my place. I am ready to lift my country with purpose, pride, and grace. Let's move forward, Guyana. Side by side, me and you.
Yeah, my name is Jacinty Caldata, Zancity Vietnam, and since 1965 I become a voter, and I always place my X next to the cup, and what they are doing today, I can't take it. So I have no more vote to give to PPP anymore. I'm not going to vote anymore no more. If they have to lose by one vote, they're losing it by data. I have
there and fabricate that. Unless you say who the person is, I can't comment on anonymous people.
Okay, well, let's talk about specific individuals. What is your relationship with Mr. Su Jurong?
Su. Oh, Su.
We voted red. We voted red. We voted red. Everybody say loud. We voted for the copper. We voted President Ali for progress on his cover. A victory for PPPC is a victory for everybody.
Yeah, but I want to come from there because that is expensive. That is expensive.
We voted red. We voted red. We voted red. Everybody say loud. We voted for the copper. We voted President Ali for progress on his cover. A victory for PPPC is a victory for everybody.
Yeah, but I want to come from there because that is expensive. That is expensive. Move, Elijah, come here. Elijah, move next to me. What is happening almost every time you get people wrong election time?
Really? Some 5 hours going.
I can't take it no more. I can't take it no more. Can't take it no more. Imagine 18 hours of blackout and you're telling people progress. Cost of living gone up 100%. Yet you give public servant less. Mr. President, listen to the people. Search your soul and you will confess. I want you try surviving on the public base. Then you're gonna know but stress. Cause I done fed up. You done fed up. He done fed up. She done fed up.